Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to explain to you a bit and show you some basic features on Zotero. So what is Zotero? Actually, Zotero is a reference manager. I mainly use it for keeping track and keeping all of my scientific articles organized and to add, edit citations and bibliographies in case I wanna write a scientific article, or of course for the staff at my university whenever I need to cite something. So what Zotero basically allows you to do is to keep all of your scientific literature organized. It allows you to add notes for every article you choose. For every article you choose, allows you to add tags, and allows you to split everything into libraries and sub-libraries, which is basically what you would do if you would organize your scientific articles in folders and subfolders on your Mac or PC. But as you will see, this is way easier to do that than folders and subfolders. Of course, I can also add citations to a paper that I'm writing, for example. I can add a bibliography, and I can add and edit multiple citation styles depending on what's requested from you. So what I'm going to show you is how to install Zotero on your PC or Mac. Zotero is totally free, so don't worry about it. I'm going to show you my Zotero and a brief walkthrough, taking you through all the menus and windowses. I'm going to show you how to add articles to Zotero collections and, of course, create collections. I'm going to show you how to add notes and tags to articles. And, of course, I'm going to show you how to use Word and to cite scientific articles in Zotero. Lastly, I'm going to show you how to add and basic editing for some styles. So without further ado, installing Zotero on your PC or Mac is a breeze. Now what you need to do is just search in Google Zotero Reference Manager, and it will take you to zotero.org. And here you'll see a red button in the middle. You just need to press it and follow the steps for the download. You can either download it for Mac or PC, and additionally you can download the Zotero connector for both Safari and Chrome. However, I find Zotero to be good enough just the way it is, so I didn't install any connectors. Now let me show you how my Zotero looks like. Okay, so this is how the Zotero interface looks like. As you can see here in the left, you have a window with all of your libraries and sub-libraries. In the middle, you have all of your scientific articles, which you can sort alphabetically for creator, for example, or of course, you can sort them by article type. So you either have attachment, blog post, journal article, web page, and so on. In the right, you'll have a window which will give you, for example, some details about the article. So it will give you the authors of the article, the publication pages, and so on. Here in the top, you'll find some other menus, which I'm going to talk about right now. Okay, let's say, for example, that I'm looking for an article. Let's say I'm looking for mini circle purification methods. So if you don't know, mini circles are some kind of DNA used for gene therapy. So let me just search here, mini circle purification PubMed. Let's access this article right now. Okay. So I want the full text here. Okay, so this is a problem. We don't have any full text for free, apparently. So if I want to view the article, this is gonna cost me like $51. No. Okay, so adding articles to Zotero. As you can see here, this is my library, and these are my collections. Of course, you can add sub-collections to your connections. For example, here, I have a collection named Tool Genetic Engineering, and I have some sub-collections right here. Of course, you can move it, drag them, drop them, and so on. Adding a manual in the Zotero collections, it's very easy. So you can either add it manually and write all of your details manually, or my preferred method is just adding here the DOI or the PubMed ID, bitcodes, and so on. So let's say, for example, that I have this article right here. I'm just going to copy the DOI. I'm going to go here in this collection. I'm going to go in protocols because this is the sub collection I want to add in. I'm going to press that button, and the article will be automatically added into my sub collection. As you can see here, you have all of the details regarding the article, like the title, the authors, the publication number, and even the DOI. So because the article wasn't free, I don't have the PDF for it, but I can add it manually. So I'm just going to go add attachment, attached stored copy of file, and this is my PDF, which you can see is attached to my main article. Of course, I can attach any other a PDF, Word, or note that I want to. Because Zotero stores all of your PDF on your computer in a separate library, I just like it because I can like open the PDF. I can just start reading it. I can highlight things in the PDF. For example, I'm going to make this pink. I'm going to make this yellow. I can close it, save it, and then the next time I want to see that article, I can just go and open it, and all of the highlights will be there. Another cool thing you can do is, for example, add tags. As you can see here, you can add as many tags as you want. Let's say, for example, that I'm gonna add a tag called purification. I can add that tag, and I can assign it a color. So let's say, for example, that I'm gonna make it, I don't know, green for some reason. I can set that color, and whenever I'm in my library, for example, I can see here the color corresponding to my tag. I can search here the tags, and here I can search all fields and all tags for a particular word. So let's say, for example, I want to search the word transformation. Of course, it's gonna bring me all of the articles which have transformation in the title. Another cool thing I can do, let's go to again to my protocols, and this article in particular, I can add notes. So I just add a note. I can make it, for example, this is a cool study. I can say whatever I want to. I can copy paste, for example, this will be useful. Okay, I can just close this, and it's automatically going to save a note on every article I choose. If you want to see the notes in Zotero, if you go to the main library, for example, instead of just clicking every triangle here, you can just press Shift and plus, and this will give you a detailed view on all of the attachments and notes for each article. For example, you can see here I have a note. This study is pretty important. You can see here I have another word, another note, and so on. Yeah, so this is the way you add notes to an article, and you can add tags, and of course, this is the way I organize my stuff here. Okay, so citing articles in Zotero. For this, you're gonna need Microsoft Word. Let me just open a blank page here. As you can see here in the menus above, a Zotero add-on will appear after you install it. So let's say, for example, that I started to write a scientific article. So I am a thug. I have used the site which shall not be named. Let's say, for example, that I want to add a citation right here. So I'm going to go to Add Edit Citation. This will automatically take me to the document preferences, and I can choose a citation style from here. If my style does not suit, I don't know, any requirements I may have, I can just go to Manage Styles, and I can pick a different one from here. Additionally, I can get additional styles, for example here. This is going to take me to a page. I can choose a specific style that I want. I can search it and so on. And if I hover over them, I can see the way the citations and the bibliography will appear. So let's say, for example, this one, Free Biotech. So this is how my bibliography will appear. And you can see there's a ton of styles here. But let's say, for example, that I chose that I wanted to use my style here, which is Elsevier hard with titles. So I'm just going to press OK, and this will take me to a mini Zotero window. I can search for my scientific study right here. So let's say, for example, that I'm going to choose mini circles, production and purification of supercoiled mini circles. I'm just going to add it here. Okay. Let's say, for example, that after this sentence I want to insert another citation. Let's say I want to say transformation this time, microwave improved transformation, and let's say that I want to add another citation here. Let's say vectors, for example. Okay. I just pressed enter, and as you can see here, the citations appear wherever I want them to. In order to generate the bibliography, you can just go anywhere in the document here, and you can add edit bibliography. And the bibliography will appear, of course, according to the style you chose. I can just basically put this in order and so on. Now let me show you a bit how to edit a particular style that you want. Okay, so here I am back to my Word document again. Let's say that your professor or your teacher demands to basically not use commas between the name of the authors and use instead, I don't know, like question marks, for example. Why? Well, because reasons. What can you do then? Um, of course, you pick the style that you want and that suits you, but you just need to modify here comma to, for example, for questions mark. Well, to do that, you go to Zotero, you select preferences, you go to cite, and you go to style editor. Here a new window will appear, and this is the code that they use for the style. You can choose your styles from here, but let's say that I'm using Elsevier Harvard, right, with titles. I want to replace the delimiter from the author name with 4 question marks. How am I going to do that? Well, I'm just going to search here like macro name author. Here's the macro name author. And you can see here, for example, if you look really careful, that this is the delimiter right here. So I'm just gonna erase that comma and I'm just gonna add 4 question marks because I want to split the authors with question marks. Again, for no particular reason at all. What I can also do here, if I can check out bibliography and citation, I'm just gonna have to look. Look, citation et al. Minimum free. I can choose, for example, um, instead of citation giving me, I don't know, Chang et al., it can give me like, it can put there like 3 authors or 4 authors and they then say et al. And so on. I can also, for some particular styles in bibliography, which is here, I can choose to show me all of the authors or just some of them and then go et al. And stuff like that. Okay, but because it's really complicated, you can just check this out for yourselves. After making this modification here in author macro name, I'm just gonna click Save As, and this is gonna save me on my desktop, for example, a copy of Elsevier Harvard CSL. I'm just gonna save that on my desktop. You can just close here, and then you can see here Elsevier Harvard. I'm just gonna double click on it, and the Zotero will automatically update this style, so Elsevier, with the modifications I made. So I'm just gonna click install. Then I'm gonna go back to my Word document right here, and then I can click refresh, and my style will be updated accordingly. So you can see here question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, etc. Right? I can, of course, order them again and so on. So basically, you can do some basic stuff with editing styles, and this is how you would cite and use bibliographies in Zotero. Really hope this has been useful. If you have any feedback, please leave comments, maybe some questions, and what would you like to see in the future? Why not? Have a nice day.